unlocked for Eden Zero Chapter 2 and 3 pages so far that we've been able to look at, and 2 of them are from the front cover and 1 of them on the last, and there was some stuff in this chapter that I was not expecting to be talked about so soon, and also as well with another character reveal right at the very end of this chapter. So we are just going to jump right into these spoilers because, I mean, we want to see them, you want to see them, and personally, like, a little bit excited. So for the first spoiler that we were able to see and all that, we get to see this giant woman. Like, there is no way to think this woman is Galactus size for the most part, and she is just there chilling, relaxing, just enjoying herself. We'd seen like a little bit of her from the cover pages. She seemed like she was going to be a main character for the most part, or like how like her demeanor is and like how like kind of like cocky and self-sure she is. We don't exactly know exactly where like she stands. Like clearly like she's a very prominent figure from what it sounds like. She's got like a satellite next to her and she seems to be talking to someone for the most part, like when she's like describing this. And when we like we don't exactly know like what kind of race they're at. There hasn't been the translation yet come out and say what exactly she is, but it seems like she's quite powerful already, and that going just as well by her just cocky, self-sure kind of attitude that she has, where she just, we didn't know what she was at first, but I wasn't expecting her to be that size, and also shows that she clearly has no issue whatsoever with breathing in space. So whether or not she's like kind of like same thing as like one of these like androids, like robot kind of creatures, we don't know. Like we're kind of going off by some of the sort of stuff in her design for the most part. But the other panel that we do get to see is also talking about, I'm guessing this is one we see straight away, is we get to see what the dragon looks a little bit more like in a closer angle. We get to see the fact that this is straight up just like a golden dragon design with some of the hard stuff, and clearly some sort of relation like towards the two and all that, and like seeing like comparing her towards like the size of like the dragon style like flying by, and the rest of like it's an ant to her. Like when we look at it, it's like so it's kind of that scale of like if Shiki and the rest of them try to confront or talk to this woman, that's what we are. So this is definitely like Galactus sized woman, and that is honestly quite terrifying, and I hope we learn a little bit more about her and all that, because she seems like, I just want to know what's her role in this universe, or exactly is there more like her? Is she like the last of her kind? And kind of what is her like her whole deal? Because you can see like from how she is as well in the original picture, is that she's seemingly attached to this rock. Like she's like, there are like strings going around, so we don't know if she's enclosed or she's just the fact that she's trapped there. Like the way how she's acting and everything is just very just weird to me for the most part. Like especially we're going on with like some of the stuff in the design. However, though, with the last page that we're able to see, I'm guessing we're seeing the pilot of the dragon itself, and there's no other way to say it. It's Space Captain Harlock Urza. Like, it's just Urza's design, and she's got an eye patch this time. Like, it... And you look at her design, I'm like, that, oh my god, that's Captain Harlock. That's just, she's just Captain Harlock this time. So I know there have been things before where, like, he's mentioned before when the movie came out where Hiro is actually a big fan of Space Captain Harlock, so I'm not surprised that he would try to integrate some of that. But the fact is, like, no, this is Urza this time. Like, we don't know her name yet. It still hasn't been translated from like the Japanese on there. But this is the one design out of all. Like, you can even like get away with some of the stuff with like the Wendy Centaur looking girl and like Rebecca and heck even Shiki. But this is the one I wanted to say where it's like, that is just flat out Urza Scarlet's design from Fairy Tail. Like, it's not really that much. And again, it's like, I really hope that some of these characters get changed later on, or like it's style updates to make them look a little bit different, because it is, you put them side by side and there is no real like different like parallel the differences and all that for these two characters. Like, and this is going by hairstyle. We're not seeing like design wise, like obviously with the costume and all that, that's clearly different, but like I want to see how she acts. I hope she's not a one-to-one, like she acts the same. She's like the exact same as like Urza. I would like her to be a strong, badass woman, kind of like her, but I would like her to be emotionally a lot more different and how she acts towards him. Like, so like that like whole Adric, that's interesting. That's new. That's unique to me. That's something I hadn't seen Hiro Mashima done, and I'm like, that's really cool, and I want to understand what's going on and why she's trapped on this, like, seemingly this asteroid, and more importantly, she seems so self-sure and cocky. It makes me wonder, is that then running out, like, this, like, kind of whole thing that's holding her still, like, is it repairing her? Like, we don't know. Like, so I want to know what you guys personally think about that, because I cannot wait for when we finally find out what's going on with Eden Zero, especially with this stuff to come. So let me know what you guys think. That's all from me, though. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.